Today, we are going to talk about the 3 M's every business needs and why these 3 M's will practically force prospects to stop what they're doing and take notice of you. Now, tactics come and go, but strategies, they stand the test of time. Just like the wheel has stood the test of time, so too have the 3 M's. Now, today I want to share with you how you can use these 3 M's in your own business to attract more buyers and make more sales. Getting clear on these 3 M's will have an immediate impact on your business. So what exactly are these 3 M's in marketing terms? Well, it's your message, it's your market, and it's your media. Now, in its most basic form, these marketing principles have not changed in the past 100 years. The biggest companies use these 3 M's to generate millions and even billions of dollars and rands in revenue each year. The trick is they have perfected the art of using these 3 M's. They know what the right message is, they know what the right market is, and they know what the right media is for their business. Hi, my name is Maren Barnard. I'm the founder and the creator of the Kickstart Your Online Business program, helping career women turn your knowledge, skills, or expertise into an online business that can generate you an income 24/7. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the 3 M's that, if used correctly, will practically force prospects to stop what they're doing and take notice of you. So let's dive into it. All right, let's start with M number 1, the message. Now, who are you talking to? If you are like most people, you might still believe that your product is for everyone. After all, your product is so good, it should be for everyone. I know that, and you know that. The sad reality, however, is that in any given niche, there are like 101 ways of solving that same problem. Think weight loss. You've got shakes, you've got keto, intermittent fasting, banting, cardio, resistance training, and I can go on and on and on. So I'm going to ask you again, who are you specifically speaking to? Because it'll affect the message that you are sending out. You see, the problem is messaging can't possibly speak directly to one person if it's written to appeal to many. Does that make sense? So let's dig a little deeper and use 2 people as an example. Now, I want to lose weight and Stephen wants to lose weight. So one of us, I won't say who, loves cardio and the other one doesn't. And one loves resistant training and the other doesn't. Now, one suffers from menopause and the other doesn't. And one has a back injury and the other one doesn't. One is male and one is female. And one has to lose 3 kilos and the other one has to lose 15 kilos. Now, would it be logical to use 2 different messages to attract these 2 people to your weight loss solution? Both have the same objective in this case, weight loss. But the same message will definitely not work for these 2 people. You need the right message for one person and you need a second right message for the other person. So know exactly which set of ears you are aiming for and then craft the appropriate message for that set of ears. Now, a simplistic example of a message to attract these 2 people might look like this. For me, it'll be something like calling all menopausal women over 50 looking to lose 10 kgs or more over the next 90 days. Very specific. For Stephen, it might sound something like men over 50 looking to shed those last 5 kgs of sticky fat. Now, if you have a history of injuries, then this simple yet highly effective strength training program is for you. So again, very specifically geared to someone like Stephen. So take your time and make sure that your message is attracting the right person. Okay, next we want to look at M number 2, your market. So who is your target market? Now, this is very closely linked to your messaging strategy. Are you specific about who your market is? Now, I'm going to suggest to you that you are doing yourself a disservice if you think that the entire weight loss market is also your market. Unless you are some marketing genius no one has ever heard of, trying to focus on the whole market is an absolute impossible task. So break down the market into a smaller segment, which will become your core focus. Now, chances are, if you choose well, you'll speak directly to clients and customers who are ready to invest in your product or your service. Choosing a smaller segment of the market, and we also call that niching, by the way, it's called your niche market, that will allow you to become the go-to person in your field, the expert. You will move from being the generalist to that expert, from serving everyone with everything to that perfectly fit clients that can't wait to join you, from struggling to demand high rates to charging like an expert. Imagine being able to charge more because you are now considered a specialist in your smaller chosen market. So let's take a look at an example. You can sell a generic weight loss guide for, say, 100 Rand or $10. That's 10 Aussie dollars. Narrow down your market with an emphasis on weight loss guide for over 50s. Now maybe you can charge $15 or 150 Rand. Now, if you narrow down even further to say weight loss guide for menopausal women over 50, now suddenly this is becoming very specialized. Now you can start charging, say, $30 or 300 Rand because you are now an expert in your field and people are willing to pay for that expertise. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you are bold enough to narrow your market down, not only will your message fall on the right ears, but you will simply be able to charge more and ultimately generate more revenue because you are the person everyone wants to speak to, simply because people feel like you are speaking directly to them. You see, our brains respond with flashing lights when they can self-identify, when they feel seen and heard. So make people feel that way and become that supplier of choice in your niche market. Quite often, less is more. Okay, now let's go on to M number 3, and that is media. By what means are you going to convey your message to your market? After all, once you have constructed the right message and you have identified the right market, how do you make sure that the message is reaching the right set of ears? Now, decades ago, we would have used and we would have reached our customer via newspaper, newsletters, magazines, television, or radio. But today, with the advent of the social media, many of our prospects are on their phones and their laptops and spend much of their day on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc. Now, do you know where your perfect customer is hanging out and what time of the day will they be scrolling on that platform? How often will they be scrolling? How long are they going to be staying on that platform? Should you be engaging with them with long text or a short form script or video or lives or reels? How do you capture their attention and keep their attention long enough so that they can actually hear your message? Remember, you are competing in an extremely overcrowded marketplace where customers get bombarded all day long with different solutions to their unique problems. Give them a reason to come to you each and every time. So there we have it, the 3 M's, which, if used correctly, will practically force prospects to stop what they're doing and take notice of you and your business. Isn't that what you want? You know, without an endless stream of paying customers, you don't have a business. You only have a hobby. Now, these are just some of the types of strategies that I teach my ladies in my signature program, Kickstart Your Online Business. We remove them from overwhelm, stuck and uncertain, to having a simple, clear path to follow. So if you would prefer a real business rather than just a hobby, then you need to check out my free training at marenbarnard.com/workshop. That is marenbarnard.com/workshop, where I will go through the 4 pillars that you need to start your online business. Again, that URL is marenbarnard.com/workshop. That's it from me this week. As always, don't forget, go out there and make a difference, because there's someone out there right now looking for exactly what you have to offer.